Welcome everybody to my live stream. This week, we are talking K-pop. Every week, I do a K-pop stream where I go over the news of the week in K-pop. I will be definitely talking about NewJeans. There was some NewJeans kerfluffle this week, and I will be definitely talking about NewJeans and about bunnies. I have a message to bunnies because some of them tried to get on one of my videos and made some comments, and I'm finna get you NewJeans fans straight. I'm finna get y'all straight. So hold on, bunnies. I'm gonna get y'all straight because obviously y'all don't know me. You haven't been on my channel. A lot of them. We're gonna talk about T.O.P and his news. We're gonna talk about J-Hope tickets. We're also gonna talk about the BTS designer that lost his life this week. Did y'all hear about that? Oh my God, that was just sad, but we're going to talk about things. Hello, Natalie. We're going to talk about those things and more and more. And you hear about the thing about the BTS designer. I got my notes right here. I'm going to try to stay on topic. But I got to get these bunnies together because they was working my nerves on my channel. But anyway, thank you. My name is Kiki. Hola, ¿cómo estás usted? Hello, guten tag, konnichiwa, ni hao, annyeong, annyeonghaseyo. To everybody out there, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Oh no. You said, oh no, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I am early because life be lifing. So I am trying to actually cook dinner. So that's why this live stream was supposed to be at 8, but now it's like almost 6. Because I'm trying to not be long. Girl, you posted new videos. Okay, that's good. Oh, Natalie, I have to take a look. But I'm trying to do things in a more timely manner because life be life, and y'all know I have kids and everything like that. So every Sunday, hey Mercy, I know you love the sweater, like my sweater. Yeah, I wore this out today. Today. I went to the Korean Mall in Carrollton, Texas. I hung out there, me and my children, and I took video and I got to edit the video and put it together and do all that stuff. So next week I'll post a video. I have a bunch of more videos coming up. So again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, if you're missing out, I post shorts like 2 to 3 times a day. And I post long form videos twice a week. Hello, cute. What's up? And so you're a sub. I know Natalie's a sub and Cute's a sub and everybody here's a sub. But everybody who's not sub, because I know a lot of y'all watch this on the rewatch. They don't watch it live. They watch it. But I appreciate everybody who subscribes to my channel. I appreciate everybody's been here since day 1. My channel's been around since May. You woke up, it's 5:20. It's 5:20 there. It's 5:20 in the morning. Oh my God, early Monday morning, I guess, for you. But I appreciate everybody's been here since I had like 100 subscribers. You guys came, and so here you guys are. And I just have to say that I am one of the few K-pop YouTubers that is not a nameless, faceless channel. I watch K-pop channels all the time, and there's a bunch of nameless, faceless channels, and I'm not hating on that. Sometimes there's language barriers or people have to do certain things to get in. They can't be on camera because they may be young or they want to hide they want to stay anonymous, and that's fine. But I am one of the few K-pop channels that I watch, that I know of, that is not a nameless, faceless channel. Will never be nameless and faceless on my channel. I post videos where you hear my voice, but I never wanted to have a K-pop channel where nobody gets to see who is the person behind the channel because I feel like I gotta hide. I feel like I don't have to hide. There's no reason for me to hide. I mean, I've been on other people's YouTube channels before I was into K-pop. I've been on various podcasts. So there's no reason for me to hide what I look like and who I am. I'm not scared. I ain't scared. Oh, you subscribed in your 2 YouTube account. Look at Mercy. Thank you, Mercy. I appreciate it. Hey, Kenley. You see Stray Kids in the background? Yeah. Stray Kids in the background. Y'all see Sugar in the background. Sugar, of course, in the background. But yeah, I put some Stray Kids up since I was like, I like this picture. I like this photo. But I don't mind getting on here live. A lot of people are scary. They're scared to get on live. And I'm like, I ain't. But yeah, I appreciate everybody is here. The first thing we're going to talk about, we're going to have a new segment called Who TF is this? So who the heck is this? So I'm watching Kville, and I'll be watching the countdown, and there's a song called Twist Ya. And I was like, what song is this? And I like it. It kind of has like an 80s feel. It's by a K-pop singer named Moon Jong Up. So if you don't know who this person is, otherwise known as Jong Up, I think that's his name. That's what he calls. You Army and Stay. Yeah, Kinley, I know she represents both. I'm not a Stay. I'm just Army, I guess. But there is a singer, it's a song called Twist Ya. If you have a chance, look it up, by a singer named Moon Jong Up. And I had to look him up because he is absolutely positively gorgeous. And I love the song. And he was with a group called BAP. Now I've heard of BAP. They're no longer around anymore. And so he went solo in 2020. So he has a song that's on the Korean charts called Twist Ya. He actually was in a talent competition and he did an Usher song. And then he became a trainee under TS Entertainment his first year out of high school. And BAP is a 6-member group. So he was part of BAP from 2012 to 2019. I don't know if y'all heard of BAP. Let me know. I have not looked up BAP. And so he went solo. He had a solo debut. He moved to a different agency. And he was also with another idol group, but they were abandoned by their agency. Then in 2023, he became a contestant on JTBC's Peak Time, and he placed 3rd in the final round. And then he released his second album called Some on October the 5th. And so he cites his musical influences as Chris Brown. It influenced him to be a singer. And he has a song called Twist Ya that I like. Stray Kids Felix got in a car accident. Girl, no. Oh my God, no, I did not hear about that. Is he okay? Is he okay, Kenley? Felix? I think my daughter secretly likes Felix. You love BAP. Oh, you love BAP. I have not listened to BAP. Well, Moon Jong Up, I love his new song. And I think he is very, very, very attractive. I think he's a very attractive guy. And I like his musical style. It's very like kind of a retro 80s kind of feel. And so, yeah, it's good. You heard about the Felix. So apparently breaking news, Felix got into an accident. Okay, let me look. I got my laptop, y'all. Felix Stray Kids got into an accident. Felix Youngbok Lee. Let's see. Oh, he suffered a fracture in a car accident, and he had to skip a fan meeting today. What kind of fracture? Okay, I'm reading. JYP, his agency, released a statement. While returning home from his schedule on February the 15th, yesterday, Stray Kids member Felix was involved in a minor accident. After the fan meeting, Felix was in a vehicle, caravan, that was slowly making its way from the arena parking lot towards the main lobby when a shuttle bus that was slow moving behind collided with the left rear side of the vehicle. Wow. Okay. Kelly said, yeah, he's all right. He just needs a rest. But he's all right. So he skipped the fan meeting. The accident was minor, but the momentary shift in Felix's weight on his arm caused his arm to collide with the side of the car. So Felix is okay, but that is pretty scary. And he said he suffers from a pinched nerve after the accident. So Felix is okay. Same, he may, in my bias, I love him all. So I hope Felix gets well. Poor Felix, but like I can't tell you how many K-pop singers have been in accidents. There's been quite a few. You'd be surprised. Like there was I forgot which girl group, but there was a horrific accident where like one of them I think lost their life. I think I have to go look it up. But there's been but when they're rushing from one place to the next, it's kind of hard when they're driving and rushing in traffic. It can be, JK. Yeah, I put it in my shorts, my YouTube shorts, where I screenshotted what JK posted on Weverse. And we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about what JK posted. Anyway, so on to my second story. You saw the video, Mercy. Thank you. No, I did not hear. I don't know who Saron. No, I did not hear about this. I don't. Who is Saron? Okay, let me see. All right, y'all. Y'all tell me. Saeron. Saron. Kim Saran. Oh, Kim Saran is a was. Oh, she's an actress. Oh my God. Okay. This is like the third or fourth South Korean actor or actress that has lost their life. There was one like 3 or 4 months ago, a guy who oh wow, she was in A Girl at My Door, Listen to My Heart. Apparently she began as a child actress at the age of 9. She was in films like A Brand New Life, and then she was in a drama called Secret Healer in 2016. She had 2 younger sisters who were actresses. Let's see. She was a child actress. She was in a DUI accident in 2022. She crashed into several I remember this story. In 2022, this is the same actress that crashed into the Transformers and the guardrail in the trees. I remember this. And it was a big deal. The transformer broke down, electricity was cut. I remember hearing about this in other K-pop stories. When the sugar scooter incident came out, this is one of the people that people brought up. This incident, the damage in the crash, like she had to compensate, she had to pay, and yeah, I remember when this happened, and people have brought this up in other videos. And she apologized, and it kind of like went over, you know. So February 16th, today, 10 hours ago, her body was found by a friend in her home in Seoul. The police were called and confirmed her death. The investigation is ongoing, but there have been no signs of a break-in or anything like that. Also in 2023, she was saying that she was having financial difficulties. And yeah. So apparently she's still been feeling the effects of this accident in 2022. They said that all of her money that she earned was used to compensate in the crash handling in the settlement process. She had a part-time job. She got a part-time job but you know, confirmed that Kim had a part-time job because her life was difficult, but later quit. This is sad, y'all. This is really sad. This is sad. Like, this is really sad. I mean, she's young. She's young. She was 24. What a pretty girl. This makes me sad. You know, that she couldn't, I guess she felt like she couldn't dig her way out of a hole, maybe. I don't know, but this is sad. 24. So young. She's so pretty. She's beautiful. And so young, got her whole life ahead of her. This is so sad. I hate to hear this. This is just sad. Like I'm not familiar with this actress, just so sad. So this gets into the BTS designer that took his life, y'all. As to why this man took his life, his name is Kim Ryu. He was born Kim Jong-won in 1993. He was a hanbok designer for his modern interpretation of traditional Korean clothes. He had designed, and he was a founder of his own label. He blended traditional Korean artistry and things with that. Like, this is just sad. Like, he worked with BTS, Monster X. He was only 32 years old, and he jumped out of a window, y'all. You know, this is just sad. You know, and he worked with Gucci and Louis Vuitton. BTS wore his designs when they were on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon in 2020. And I looked up his designs and the things that he did, and it's gorgeous, beautiful, talented guy. As to what made this young guy, 32 years old. I mean, I don't know. It's so tragic. And this was on February 12th. So tragic. Like I was in shock. I was like, what? I love art. I'm an artist. I love fashion design. When I was younger in high school, I studied fashion design. I wanted to become either an interior decorator or fashion designer. Um, but this is sad. I mean, when I read this, I was like, what? And so he had achieved a lot, but that just goes to show that you never really know. That you never really know like what is going on. I mean, this guy was on the cover of Korean Forbes. Money can't cure depression, right? You're exactly right. That money can't cure the if you feel inadequate or sad in yourself, that's something that you have to work on and get help for. And in Korea, it's getting mental health is so stigmatized, not just in Korea but everywhere. It's so stigmatized, especially in Korea. Korea is a very conservative culture. And so getting any kind of mental help is something that you have to not tell your family and friends, that you have to keep secret. You can't come out and tell people that you're struggling and people be understanding. A lot of people are going to tell you to shake it off and you'll be okay. It's kind of like that attitude. And like I said, Korea's not, I'm not trying to bag on Korea like they're the only place that does that. But there's a lot of societies that are like that. But it wasn't like he was lacking for money. That wasn't the issue. Like the other story with the actress, apparently she was struggling financially really hard. But this dude here, it seems like he had family and friends. And I mean his family has kept it private. Um so they have not really said anything, but what I'm hearing is that he he took his life and jumped out of a window. Like that's what they're saying. Like I said, I don't allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. Just crazy. Like I said, and this is not the only person. Like this is like crazy. Like in the past 6 months, I could think of myself at least four different famous Korean people that have taken their lives. At least four in the past 6 months. Actors, actresses, and now this designer. Like this is crazy. I mean, and these were all people under the age of 35. These are all young people. Like what was going on in this man's life that he felt like this was the only option that he had. Like I don't know. It's just sad. I just didn't know what to say. Like I didn't know this actress had taken her life as well. And like I said, I'm shocked because I've heard of her because of the accident that she had with the Transformers and all that. That's just sad. So, BTS was back in the news because of that, and people were offering their condolences. So my condolences to his family. I mean, it's just sad. Like I haven't had anyone around me tragically take their lives. I haven't had anyone in my life, thank goodness, ever contemplate. I have never contemplated taking my life like I could think of, at least not in a long, long time. And so I would tell people that when you're depressed and sad, just find someone to talk to. Find someone. Come talk to me. Y'all can come talk to me. I give good advice. I'm old. I've lived enough life and seen and experienced enough tragedy. I'm a walking, talking, living a Greek tragedy. Like I don't have parents. My parents are both passed away. My husband died 10 years ago. I've lost a child. Like I've seen a lot of things. I've had a lot of people lean on me and be like, "How did you get through this? How did you get through that?" I mean, it's not easy. Loss and change and upheaval is never easy. But you can't go inward. Once you start going inward and you shut everybody out, then that it just becomes a problem. Like, you'll drown in your own sorrow and your own sadness. You have to let that out. You can't just bottle things up and being like, I'm just going to be fine if I just don't think about it and I just and a lot of people think that way. They think if I just bottle it up and just fight through it, that it'll go away. And a lot of times that makes you feel more isolated, and then that makes you feel even more sad, even more depressed. So, I mean, I just, life is too short. But you're right. Like money and fame doesn't cure sadness and depression. I mean, money and fame can sometimes make it worse. Sometimes having the pressure of the world, you're building a business, you have a company to run, you have a public persona to show everybody, and you have it all, or people think you have it all. And so that puts more pressure on you to be a certain way when deep down inside you just want to go run and hide somewhere. So I've seen that with successful people that I've known just, in the corporate world. Some of the most successful people I've known in my corporate life are the most miserable, loneliest people, on the planet. They are just miserable. They're just lonely, miserable, sad, angry, bitter people sometimes. And they just mad at themselves and mad at the world and mad at everybody else. But that's not a way to live life. I wish people would understand that they have their whole life ahead of them. All the problems that I had when I think back when I was in my 20s and 30s, I was so like morose. I was just really deep morose. And I'm like I've lightened up over the years, but I was a really introspective, deep thinking person. I took everything very personally, and I've lived a lot of life. In my 20s, I've lived a lot of life. Let's just put it that way. I've had fun, but then everything was just so very like serious and dramatic for me a lot of times when things would happen. And then I'm not like one of these glass half full people. I can be very negative. And so it's hard to get out of that mindset. It is really hard because I would say now I'm a pragmatist. That's what I say. I am a pragmatist. So I'm one of these people that always think, what if this doesn't happen? What if that doesn't happen? What if this? So I've learned to just be pragmatic, but then don't take the pragmatism into like hardcore negativity and doom and gloom. Because I kind of have that in me. I have the doom and gloom. I'm not the bastion of positivity, y'all. Like, so it's a work in process for me. So I'm not saying this as some positive, sprightly person. I'm saying this because it is a struggle for me a lot of times to think on the bright side because, again, for me in my life, so many horrible things have happened that it's kind of hard. When things happen to you over and over again, you're kind of like, okay, you kind of brace for impact. You kind of like sit there like this, like, okay, what's gonna happen now? What now? What now? Like you get used to that because so many things have happened to you that aren't fair, that aren't kind, that are sad. And so it's a hard mindset to get out of when life is really when you've had things back to back. I've had things back to back to back happen to me, like tragic things. Like I've lost so many people. I've lost my best friend. I've lost my mother-in-law. I said I lost my husband. I lost my parents. All within like the past 5 years. 5 years I've lost those many people. And so for me, it's like I have to like look at the brighter side of life all the time. It's something that you have to work at for a lot of people. Because life is not always good for everybody. Life is not always sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. And, some of us got, things that happen that are beyond our control. I have no control over whether somebody lives or dies. I ain't got no control over that. So, I can't, I don't have control over life and death. I wish I did. I don't have them kind of powers. I ain't superhero status. All I can do is control what happens in my life for the most part. But then again, health issues and stuff like that, life just be life. Cute says life shows you but light and darkness. Yeah, it does. But when there's a lot of darkness, it's kind of hard to see the light. You need a flashlight sometimes to get you through. And then sometimes you have to be like your personality influences that too. Sometimes it's just sheer will. I am a very stubborn person, and that's good and that's bad. And I'm a very impetuous person. Look it up. Impetuous. I'm a very persistent and impetuous person. I'm a type of person, I'm very competitive and I like to win. And so that has kept me in a good mind frame because I always want to come on top. I always want to win. I'm highly competitive. So, like I said, that's good and that's bad. It's good, but then sometimes it's bad. But that sense of me wanting to come out on top of everything has helped me, has propelled me forward in life to get past tragedy. But that's me. Everybody, you just have to dig deep and find what character or what thing or person or thing motivates you. I also have my children to motivate me. I can't wallow in self-pity. I have 2 kids to take care of. I can't sit here and be like, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. No, mama, I'm mama. Mama has to take, my kids are looking at me to take care of things. So I can't just sit back and just wallow in my own self-pity. I have 2 kids to take care of. I to look after, to get towards independence and adulthood. Try to stay positive. I'm not a very positive person. I struggle with that. I really do. I struggle with that again, not because it's my personality. I struggle with that because so many things have happened that I have not calculated, didn't think was happening. Somebody would have told me 5 years from now, I'll be sitting here with no parents and not a mother-in-law. If somebody would have told me 10 years ago I'd be sitting here without my late husband, I would have looked at you like you crazy. My late husband was younger than me, and I never thought that his health issues would have took taken him away from me. I didn't bargain on that. I didn't plan for that. That was not on my bingo card. Losing husband. Let me look. Let me see. No, that wasn't on. Being single at this age was not on my bingo card. Which, speaking of single, how was y'all Valentine's Day? Did y'all have a good Valentine's Day? Was it just a day like another day? Like for me, Valentine's Day is just another day. I did a video. I did a thirst trap video about the top 10 hottest men in K-pop. If you have not seen that video, please go watch that video. Go watch that video. So I had to do something for the K-pop ladies and gentlemen. I'm not leaving y'all out because some of y'all, some of y'all, I got some male subscribers that want to see that too. They want to, they want to see that too. But I ain't hating. But yeah, I did a video, and I will come out and do more videos with more K-pop because K-pop got a lot of men in it. And so that video that I did is just those 10 at this moment. I'll probably come back and do another 10 or 20. You broke up with my boyfriend 2 months ago because he cheated? Cutesy girl, let me tell you. I've been there. My ex cheated on me. Um, my ex cheated on me when we were together. But we've been broken up for 2 years now. It's been 2 years. But Valentine's Day is just another day for me. It's just, it's just again, I didn't bank being single like at this age, but I just got to roll with it. I'm just like, well, so yes, go look at the thirst trap video I did about the top 10. It's like a 9-minute video. It goes by pretty fast. I put in videos and pictures. I worked hard on that video. I also did another video about dating in Korea, the difference between dating and talking in Korean dating culture. So if you're just curious as to how Koreans do it, it's different than what they do maybe in your country if you're not in America. But I talk about difference in America because I'm in America. I'm American in America. So I talk about that. So go check that video out too for Valentine's Day. So hopefully y'all I spent my Valentine's Day out shopping with my kids. Like I didn't. That's how it goes when you're single. You go out with your kids shopping and then you come home and you have like 2 shots of vodka and then you be like, deuces. So that's what happened to me on video. So make sure y'all check out my video about that. In T.O.P. news, T.O.P. from Squid Game. Yes, in news. He, on his Instagram, he has changed his name back to T.O.P. So everybody, all the VIPs, which is Big Bang fans, got excited and they were like, "Oh, T.O.P. Oppa, are you coming back to Big Bang?" And T.O.P. confirmed in an interview that he did in Korea that he will not be coming back, will not be rejoining Big Bang, the group Big Bang that he used to be with. He said he will not be rejoining the group, and it is what it is. Now, I understand that T.O.P. is still not, how can I put this? He's still catching hell. Let me just put it bluntly. T.O.P. is still catching hell in Korea. I've said it before in many of my videos that people in Korea was criticizing him being in the Squid Game. They didn't like his acting. They didn't like him. All because he had a marijuana charge like 11, 12 years ago. People still on that. Okay? People still hating on T.O.P. Still, yes. Even though international fans love Thanos, he was Thanos in Squid Game, just in case Squid Game 2. He was Thanos. Even though everybody went crazy, every time I do a video about Thanos, and people go crazy and they love him internet. They love him. He has fans all over. But he says he will not be joining Big Bang. So he will not be coming back to K-pop. Now, he said he may release a new album. You know, you like Thanos? He said, I like you. I love T.O.P. I was excited. I did a whole short about T.O.P. before the show even came out. But he says he's not going back to Big Bang. He says that, I mean, Big Bang, I need to do a whole video about Big Bang. For those of you who don't know, a member of Big Bang was part of the Burning Sun thing. And I barely touched on Burning Sun in another video, but I have not done a video about the Burning Sun thing, but it's a whole. But Big Bang have had their problems with each other inside and outside the group. And you say he should go solo. I agree. I think he should go solo. But then he talked about coming out with new music. And I think he should do more movies and more TV shows. What do y'all think? I think that's the option I see for him, to do more movies and TV shows. So I wish T.O.P. nothing but the best. He deserves a chance. I don't want people to continue to drag this out indefinitely for the rest of his damn career. But y'all know how Korea is. Y'all know how I go. So then, also in the news, speaking of people losing their life, I didn't talk about the weathercaster. I didn't talk about the Korean weathercaster. Back in September, there was a Korean weathercaster lady. Like, she was one of the weather girls. Let me look it up. Weathercaster in Korea. And back in September of 2024, she took her life. So she worked for MBC. M as in mother, B as in boy, C as in cat. NBC is like a major network in Korea. Q says Korea can cancel people from falling from a scooter. They can cancel people for anything. You date, you get canceled. You go on one day, you get seen drinking some boba tea with the opposite sex, and they're dating. It's a scandal. Because that's how Korea is, y'all, if you didn't know. So politicians are calling for an investigation. So this is what happened. This weathercaster took her life back in September. She said that she was bullied. Her parents are saying she was bullied and harassed for 2 years. Okay. She was once again a young, beautiful Korean woman. She's beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful girl. They said that she was bullied. Okay. So now there's been an investigation. Her parents are suing. Apparently the parents are suing NBC. NBC, M as in mother, B as in boy, C as in cat, not NBC, but NBC. And apparently one of the ladies that she was bullied by resigned. So, resigned. Her name is Kim Ga-yoon. Resigns. Saying that she bullied, they saying it was her and 3 other chicks that bullied this coworker. And they even have like Kakao Talk screenshots of the things that they said about this lady who ended her life in September. So her parents are suing recently. And Kim Ga-yoon is the fiance of P-Dog, from the producer of BTS. So that's the BTS connection. So that's what I found interesting. And then there's been some back and forth in the media, and there's been some back and forth. Okay. Some of the rumors is that they said that the chick who got bullied and ended her life, that she was bullying other people. So there's been some controversy as who was bullying who and who really was the bullier. But again, when there's 4 on, there was two ladies, the lady who ended her life and another lady. These 2 claimed that they was bullied by these other 3 or 4 ladies. And apparently they would talk about their looks. The one who took her life, let me see. Let me pull up her name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Her name is Johanna. Johanna. That was her name. Sorry, I didn't bring up her name. But Johanna is the one that took her life, and she had told her parents that she had been being bullied. Yes, and so the chicks that she accused of bullying her are trying to say that she was the bully, but they were saying that this old Johanna, they don't make a lot of money as these weather girls, right? So they said on the weekends at night that she would work at a club, that she was a hostess at a club, like she would work at a hostess club. And so they said that one time or a few times she would come into work because she would be working long hours. They said she would come into work smelling like alcohol. And apparently that's how it started. So they started making fun of her because she would come into work smelling like alcohol. And so apparently that's how the bullying started. So they would just go in on her in these Cacao Talk messages. They had like a group chat and they started picking with her a little bit. And then, once one person started picking with you, then the other two or the three chimed in because they like, well, we don't want to be talked about either. So the other ones kind of all kind of dogpiled on her. That's from the things I've been reading and seeing. So apparently, they dogpiled on her, but then some of them were coming back saying that she bullied them. But I'm just like, okay, why can't people just leave people alone? Like, why can't, I work with you, you work with me, and let's just have a work relationship. That's the thing that I took away from this whole story. That this should have just been a professional work relationship. Don't put me in no group chat unless we're talking about work-related stuff. I'm not trying to be friends with you. I'm not trying to be cool with you. I'm not trying to go out and hang out with you. But that's the cultural difference between here in America and in Korea. That it's that difference. You know what I'm saying? Like they have it to where you go drinking with your coworkers and you talk to your coworkers in these group chats and you hang out with your coworkers sometimes. And it's not like that all the time. But a lot of times in Korea, how you get ahead in your profession is who you know, who likes you, who doesn't like you, stuff like that. Like there's the social aspect of your job. There's your job and your duties and what you're hired to do. And then there's a social aspect that you are required to kind of keep up with. And every, employer and job is different as to how they navigate that. But it's just kind of expected that I guess you're supposed to talk to your coworkers and, it's a child's, I could go on and on about how like workplace. And so workplace harassment happens quite a bit in Korea because you have these blurred lines between professionalism and your social life. So it's like these blurred lines. And so there's a bunch of boundary stepping in Korean society when it comes to employment. Stuff that us in America would consider it crazy. Because in America, I don't talk to my coworkers. I don't hang out with my coworkers. We're not friends. Like we're cordial at work, but that's about it. I don't get into their personal lives. They don't get into my personal life. They don't even know I even have a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Cute said, just do your work and let me do me. Yes. You do your work, I do my work. And then apparently there was some issue with, Johanna, they was talking about her performance on air. So they weren't just talking bad about her personally, but they were also talking about that she would be late to work. And okay, but we coworkers. If she was late to work and all that, then to me, if she was going to work smelling like alcohol or whatever, to me, that's something that your supervisor is supposed to be handling, not my fellow weathercasters. To me, they shouldn't have nothing to say about that. If I show up late to work, drunk to work, or whatever, what do you have to say about anything about that? What does that have to do with you? You're just my coworker. So, you can go ahead to, in my mind, keep that to yourself or go tell the supervisor. She's showing up to work late. She drunk. She smelled like liquor. She ain't, she's slurring her words. That would be something that you would tell your boss. Not something I would snicker and kiki about in a Cacao Talk group and say something to her and bully. But again, like I said, we're dealing with a whole cultural difference in between Korea. There's a lot of bullying going. I mean, Korea, as much as I love Korea, and don't get me wrong, I love their culture, it is a very collectivist culture where you just have to go along to get along a lot of times, regardless of whether it hurts your feelings or you like, I don't really want to do that. And that's the part of Korea I don't like. And I do like their dating and how they do that. But there are some parts about Korean society that is very toxic and very like overly critical about other people that even compared to other parts of Asia, it's not like that. Like Japan has that too, but not so much of that. Japan is a little bit more, you can do whatever, you can be a little bit more free in your who you are, and they're not as conservative as Koreans are. But Koreans can be very, and there's historical reasons why their culture is like that. Like, when people talk about North Korea and all that, I'm people, the South Koreans try to be like, oh, those North Koreans, they crazy. But I'm just like, South Korea didn't really have democracy until like the 90s, y'all. So it's not like South Korea has been this bastion of K-pop, K-drama, and democracy. They were ruled by military martial law through different, generals and stuff like that. They really didn't have like a real, true, fair and election until the 90s. Like in the 80s, they were still like massacring people. Like people forget about that. Like we're not talking about a democracy that's been around for hundreds of years. And now Korea, after the Korean War, South Korea really struggled. They were under the rule of various dictators. So they were under martial law and ruled by the military for many years. They were very, very, very conservative country for a lot of years until a president got in there in the 90s and was like, we need to do something. And he started creating all like Samsung and LG. That's when they started creating the tech industry, investing heavily in the tech industry in the 90s and exporting their technology. That's how Korea made their money. All these are, what do you call it, chaebols, that like Samsung and LG and Huawei and all these chaebols started making cars and electronics when Samsung got started. So they started exporting their technology around the world, and then they started exporting their culture. And that's how Korea has become on top. Still today's days, their president tried to take whole control. Yeah, that's why they were so adamant about their impeaching their president, and why people were so mad about what happened, because a lot of the older generation remember when they were under martial law for years, for decades. That one person could just come in and be like, oh, martial law, and then be in power and control and shut down the media for decades. So a lot of the older generation remember that. And that's why they were so against the president, what he did back in December. So there you go. On to our next topic. We're going to talk about J-Hope tickets. Okay, so J-Hope, BTS, big hit, announced on Weverse that you're able to buy, if you can't make it to the concert, you are actually able to buy the tickets online. I will be doing this. I don't know how. This will be my first BTS concert, like live concert, period. I wasn't able to go to the physical concert myself because San Antonio was like a 4 or 5 hour drive, and I didn't have anyone to watch my kids. But I will be getting the concert on March the 7th. March the 7th is the date that I will be purchasing to stream it. And like I said, I don't think I can come on YouTube and stream it. I think I'll probably get a copyright strike. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I may watch it live. My sister-in-law is going to come over. We're going to drink some soju and we're going to watch it live. And like I said, I may not watch it live. I may record it and then upload it and see if I'm going to get a copyright strike. And then if I get a copyright strike, then I'll go from there. But if I don't get a copyright strike, then I will record me and my sister-in-law watching it. I mean, I can't, like I said, I don't think I can face the camera and record it and then restream it. I don't think I can get away with that, y'all. But I will be buying this J-Hope concert. They have an all-day pass, which is like $138 USD. I don't know what the all-day pass gives you. I guess you can just watch it all day. I don't know. I was trying to understand. And then they have for $48, probably with tax 50, you're able to watch the concert for $50. So I'm going to pay my $50 and I will watch the concert, and either I will do some sort of video and post it up for you guys. We'll see how this goes with the copyright strikes. I don't know how this, like I said, this is my first time watching a concert streamed. I've never streamed a concert. I've never streamed a BTS concert. I've never seen BTS live. It's going to be J-Hope. Also around March the 7th, I believe J-Hope is dropping his album, I think. He hinted at it. So we'll see how that goes. So I will be there, y'all. Don't get left out. In 2 weeks, don't get left out. I will be here in some form or fashion telling you about this concert. So that's what's going on with J-Hope. Also, I have to say, somebody got in my comment section a hater. A hater. You watched Yet to Come in Busan? So did I think my sister-in-law watched that too. She spent money to watch that. And she woke up like 3 o'clock in the morning to watch it. Like it was, because the time difference is different. It's 12-hour difference in Korea. So by the time I watch the concert, it'll be March the 8th and it'll be like around 11 a.m. So that will be my time, Central Standard Time in America. So that's that. Somebody came in my comment section and they were like, well, if BTS is the best fandom, then why are they tickets so high? I was like, first of all, I'm a BTS Army member. Okay, I paid my $22 for my membership. I am on Weverse. For those of you who have a membership who are on Weverse, you get to pre-register, right? Right. Okay. So you get to pre-register, and you get to buy tickets at a lower price on the pre-register. Now, if you're going to buy tickets with the general admission, yes. So if you're going to try to buy tickets on StubHub or any one of these ticket places, they're going to hike up the prices. You're probably going to pay double. I've been to, let me school people, I've been to 8 K-pop events or concerts. Okay. We have always got the tickets on the pre-register. And we have always gotten tickets for me at a decent, reasonable price. All the K-pop concerts I've been to have been the 10th row and up closer. So I'm going to give you some examples. We went to go see In Hypen. We were like in the 8th row, and I think we spent like $400 and something with taxes and fees. Stray Kids. We are literally like in the 6th or 7th row. We spent $550 pre-registered. When I looked at the J-Hope tickets, they were not that expensive. You don't have to sit in 10th row or earlier. I saw some tickets that were depending on your stadium and depending on where you're at. Let me just say that it may vary. But I saw some tickets at the J-Hope concert. They were decently priced. When I looked at the pre-register, if you go in like the second section, you could have got tickets for $200 and something. If you want to go further back in the nosebleed section, I think those tickets are still on sale. I think J-Hope, at least in San Antonio, they have not sold out. He has not sold out. So you can still find tickets for the J-Hope concert, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe in the back in the nosebleed section. Since they're in general admission tickets, I don't know how much they are, but all I know, on the pre-register, I could have got like 8th row tickets for $700 and something. Now, I'm one of these people that don't like to sit in the nosebleed section because I'm scared of heights. Okay, y'all? I'm just going to keep it real. I don't like to sit way in the back. We went to go see TXT. We sat way in the back, and I had to have my sister-in-law get tickets down closer because I'm scared of heights. So I think for TXT, we got tickets after they had already pre-registered and everything. We got tickets in San Antonio for TXT. I think they were like $290 maybe. And it wasn't, and the seats weren't that bad. They weren't like way up there. They were kind of like in the upper tier middle area. Okay. So to the person that want to come in my comments talking about, well, BTS, first of all, the J-Hope tickets were not that expensive. It depends on when you bought the tickets. But if you are a member, you can pre-register. So I don't know where they're getting these ideas. The tickets were maybe where they were at, they were really expensive. It depends on where you're at. It depends on the stadium. So to me, I've been to 8 K-pop concerts. The tickets were reasonably priced. I told this person in my comment section, have you been into any K-pop concerts? Because pretty much K-pop concerts, if you think J-Hope is expensive, all the rest of them are expensive. Going to a concert is not cheap, whether you live in America or live in Korea. So it also depends on what you consider as being affordable. But if you go to any kind of concert, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Usher, whatever, Chris Brown, you're going to spend money on tickets unless it's at a small venue. You're talking about an arena, a stadium. You're going to spend a lot of money because that is a venue that takes a lot of money. My second point is I have to bring out, I have to school people. Y'all do understand that BTS is not sitting around setting ticket prices. BTS, J-Hope is not sitting there with a calculator. Like, he not sitting up there with his laptop and like going through spreadsheets. Like, okay, carry the 5, do the 8. Okay, how much is that? Okay, what? Get the spreadsheet up. He doesn't work in accounting. They're with a big agency. The bigger the agency, even if it's a small agency, they don't have any control over that. BTS and J-Hope and any K-pop group, they have control somewhat, just depends. BTS has more control than most, let's put it this way. Let's just say BTS. They have control of what songs they're going to sing. Oh, bye, cute, bye, take care, honey. They have control over what songs they're going to sing, the stage performances, maybe stylists and wardrobe if they want to. Now, not all, like I said, not all K-pop groups or stars have control over that. But they have control over the performance, the length of the show, what the encore, stuff that goes on stage, okay? Depending on the artist, how much they want to be involved. They could either not be involved or they could be totally involved. But when it comes to the financials, they have it in their contract to get a certain percentage. So whenever they go to venues, a lot of times they have to pay the venue up front. So a lot of times they have to pay sometimes a deposit up front, and then they pay the rest on the back end. But these venues want their money. And then it also depends on whether they're bringing their own staff or the venue has to provide staff. That gets taken in consideration too. All of these things are figured out by the label. All of these things, they have a whole itinerary, accounting department, whatever you want to call it, that figures out the ticket prices. The artist has to take their cut. Then when you do a concert, it's not just BTS or J-Hope on stage. There's lighting people, sound people, there's travel expenses, there's hotel that the label has to pay for. Sometimes they're not bringing all their people with them. They come to the venue and they're like, okay, we're going to need certain staff. So the venue has to go out and get certain other staff to help set up if they are not bringing enough with them. So the venue is going to charge the label that price as well. So again, it's not just about J-Hope charging price for the tickets. The tickets are used to pay for the concert venue, for the staff, for their accommodations, for their food. All of these things and more is considered when a ticket price is set up. And these things are not set up by the artist. These are things that are set up by the label. It is a whole formula. It is a whole department of people. And I'm sure that Hybe and Big Hit has a huge department that does the accounting, that sets it all up. And it depends on what's in the artist's contract. So if they get a certain percentage from ticket sales, then they're going to get a certain percentage. Did you work as an idol in my past life? How can I go? Okay, let me explain. Thank you, Mercy. I have family that are in the music that have been in the music industry. If I have not explained this before, but let me go and explain. I have family members that worked in the music industry throughout the 70s and 80s. I've had relatives that have worked for Motown as session musicians. I one of my uncles, if you look up one of my relatives, his name is Lefty Bates. Lefty Bates is one of my relatives. So that's one of my relatives. I've had different relatives work in the music industry. Let me look up. So that's how I know. Also, I've dated somebody who is a rock singer of a rock band that I've never named, but I used to date him. So, we would have conversations about the industry. So we would have conversations. Plus, I like the industry. I'm fascinated by the music industry. I have a relative that works. I have 2 or 3 relatives that work in the television movie industry too. So my family's been in entertainment on many different levels, like gospel groups. I have a cousin that is in a famous gospel group right now that they were on America's Got Talent, actually. She's a singer. She's in a famous, well-known Black gospel group. That kind of explains, like, there is another group called Booker T in the MGs. They were an R&B group back in the 60s. My great uncle is actually in this group. He was, he's long passed away, but he was in that group as well. So Lefty Bates is my relative. He's like my grandmother's brother. Um, then Booker T and the MGs, my great uncle was in this group as well. And so they've been in and out of Motown and around. I could tell stories about my mother who hung around and there is a famous family, not the Jacksons, that my family is related to through marriage. So my family has been involved in music, even though I'm not musically inclined at all. I'm artistically inclined. Like, I can sing a little bit, but music has never been my thing. Like, I'm not a music person. But that's how I know a lot of things. But yes, Mercy, I'm glad you asked. But that's how I know how the business works. And I also dated somebody who worked behind the scenes. I dated this dude for a year and a half that actually worked, that went on tour with several groups. He was a roadie and he went on tour with several groups. But yeah, that's how the ticket prices are set. BTS is not sitting around like eking out ticket prices. They get a certain amount of ticket prices. And then there's a lot of moving parts that go on with the concert. So now when it comes to merchandise, that's where artists make their money. When it comes to that merchandise y'all buy in the lobbies, when y'all go to K-pop concerts, I never buy the merchandise in the lobby because it is way overpriced. They have t-shirts, lights, everything is overpriced. Mostly all of that money goes to the artist. When you buy merchandise, most of the artists, especially well-known like BTS, have deals to where they get most of their money from the merchandise. So when you buy, light sticks, books, albums, stuff like that, the artists, at least in America, now I can't vouch for Korea. Now, wait a minute. But in America, the artists make most of their money from touring and merchandise. Merchandise, they make a lot of money off of merchandise and licensing. They make a lot of money. So when you buy those albums and stuff like that, y'all are knowing that you're really supporting the artist. So I would tell you, if you really love your artist and you want to support them, streaming is not the way. They don't make a lot of money off of streaming. They make pennies on the dollar for streams. Like, they could have 3 million streams and make like $10,000. They don't make a lot of money on streams. Streams just get them noticed in the business. It measures their popularity. But if you really want to support your artist, your favorite, your bias, buy their merchandise. Buying their merchandise is the best way to support them financially. They make a lot of money there that way. That's why when I buy Sugar's merchandise and I ask people for gifts, I ask for merchandise. Even with those albums, like, they don't make that. The label makes a lot of money off of those like box sets and albums with all the photo cards that y'all like to buy. They make money, but not that money. Merchandise is where they make money. So that BT21, I'm sure BTS got a really good deal with that BT21 stuff because it is everywhere. I'm sure they rake in buku money for that BT21. Because when we went out today to Koreatown, BT21 is everywhere. And I'm sure they signed a lucrative deal, When you are broke and you don't have money to support them, I know it's okay. Even if you don't have money, but I'm saying those of you who want to support your favorite, your bias, your artist, buying merchandise is the easiest way to support them. So especially if you're dealing with smaller groups and smaller artists. And so if you really into some small group and you go see them at a small venue, go out there and buy their merchandise because they're going to get most of that money, or go to their concert. Like I said, I'm a fan of Card. Card is a small group that performs at small venues. And so I try to, I would go buy their merchandise and go to their concerts because I know it's going to really support them. But yeah, somebody tried to charge me up. Somebody really was trying to get at me and try to be like, yeah, well, if BTS really cared about their fans, then they would charge. I was like, it's not like J-Hope sitting around with a spreadsheet. Are you silly? Like, it's just silliness. It's silly. Silly. Just silly ass people. Just talking about stuff that they don't know anything to what they're talking about. I was like, you don't know the business. This person that probably dropped this message has probably never even been to a K-pop concert ever in their life. And I'm like, this is the price for K-pop concerts. It is what it is. It's not cheap to go to any concert of any artist. It's not cheap. Unless they're at a smaller venue. Once they get to stadium and arena, you're going to drop at least $400-$500 for a ticket. I mean, it's already like in your mind. That's just how it gonna go. So I would like to say to them people trying to throw shade at BTS, y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb. Y'all dumb. Okay, just don't come with me. Don't come on my channel talking dumb stuff. Don't do it. Just makes you sound ignorant. Like this sounds stupid. Like you don't know anything about the music industry or how the business side of it works. Like you just sound dumb thinking that BTS or Stray Kids or Blackpink is sitting around going, "Ooh, we're going to charge this much." No, it's in their contract, and they have to make a profit. They're the ones out there performing in blood, sweat, and tears, and so they have to make a profit. And we talking about a group. BTS, there's 7 of them. 7. I don't know what kind of percentage they getting, but I'm sure it's better than just some small group that's starting out. The longer that they're in the game, the more money they're going to make. And so the label knows that the more money they're going to charge for tickets. And there's 7 of them. 7. They got to pay all 7 of them. But anyway, last but definitely not least, we're going to talk about NewJeans. Oh, shucky ducky quack quack. Woo! I had to get my mind right with NewJeans. So NewJeans made the news. The first thing, Honey of NewJeans, who a couple of months ago I said on my live stream that Honey was going to need a visa. She is an Australian citizen. She's not from Korea. She's Vietnamese Australian. And so she got a visa. The record label will get you a visa, right? In any situation, any country that you work in. The record label, because you work for them, is going to get you a work permit and a visa. So people were saying, well, how Honey's going to do it? Because remember, NewJeans said they not with the door. And then NewJeans came out saying that they changed their name to NJZ and they're going to perform at some kind of convention in March. And they're supposed to be debuting a new song. So people like how that Adore held their paper, had their paperwork and was ready to renew Honey, but she didn't want to do it. Well, somehow Honey got her visa renewed. It's a mystery how she got her visa renewed. It wasn't by Adore. I think Adore released a statement saying that they weren't the ones that did it. So Honey got her visa renewed. So that happened. Then Asia 10, which is a Korean media channel, a big one. They have online and they're a media outlet. They released a article on Valentine's Day saying that they have inside news and sources saying that that NewJeans basically has been taken up by a new agency called Bana. Okay, BANA, Bana. Okay, and saying that they are with this agency now. Now, Bana is a label, a small label that has signed several hip hop artists. They like Benzino and some other hip hop artists. They have mostly hip hop artists. They're not a big label. They also, the person who runs Bana, who founded it or formed it or whatever, him and his partner, business partner, also have written songs for various other K-pop people. And they've also helped write or written songs for NewJeans. Also, this person, I forgot his name, who is the CEO of Bana, used to work for SM, where Min Hee-jin worked. So there's that connection. So what Asia 10 has said is that that's how NewJeans got with Bana, is because the CEO, the founder, knows Min Hee-jin, that he worked with Min Hee-jin at SM. And yes, the guy part of Bana, he worked around the same time that Min Hee-jin was with SM Entertainment, which is another label if you don't know what SM is. So, and apparently they're saying, allegedly, Asia 10 allegedly, is that they have written a new song for NewJeans, and that's a song that they're going to debut at this Complex Con in Japan. And they also said that NewJeans or NJZ have been fielding calls from international media that they're going to pretty much, like, I guess, go international and just do interviews with international media, that they didn't want to do anything with Korean media. So Asia 10 wrote a whole article, and I'll put links in the description so you can go read it. You can get you can just hit the translate thing on Google and you'll pull up the article. You can go search it right now. Go search Asia 10. in Jay-Z NewJeans. And so they did an article. And so Asia 10 went to NewJeans' parents and NewJeans for confirmation. They had no statement. And then they went to Bana and they said they didn't offer any statement as well. Okay. And they were also saying that Bana is the agency that got Hani's visa renewed. So they were saying that as well. So the next day, NewJeans' parents on the 15th of February issued a statement basically saying that the rumor that Asia 10 was fabricating, making up shit, that it wasn't true, that they were threatening, that they were saying that they were going to file a complaint and they were going to file litigation, and it's not true, basically. So on the 16th, Asia 10 News wrote a rebuttal, and Asia 10 toes down, y'all, was like, we're not going to be threatened. We stand by what we reported, and that basically we're the media, and we didn't say this was a done deal. They said in their article that that's what they heard from industry insiders, and saying that like we're journalists and this is what we do, and that nobody's gonna sit up there and threaten them. NewJeans' parents or NJZ parents or Jay-Z or DMZ or whoever is not gonna threaten them to stop them from doing what they do, which is report the news, which is gather sources and report the news. And they said that basically they told the NewJeans parents, just come on, just bring it. They said, come on with it. Like, you're not going to threaten us. And we stand by our article. So I was getting a good key and I'll call because I thought that was hilarious. I was like, this is hilarious. So NewJeans, I guess their parents are not fighting with the Korean media, because they were saying, the NewJeans parents were also saying that the Korean media didn't treat them favorably. And I'm like, and I'm not going to sit here and cover for Asia 10, because these were the same people that said horrible things about Sugar when he got in the scooter incident. Y'all know I have no love for Korean media. None. I have no love for Korean media. I'm not going to sit up here and defend Korean media. Like, I go, oh, Korean media. Oh. Like, no. But if they have sources and they report it in their article, which they did, saying this is what they heard from these sources. Not Asia 10 is saying this. This is what they heard from their sources. So they did their journalistic duty, period. And so the idea that NewJeans' parents are upset or in their crawl because this article, and now they're trying to say that Asia 10 has trashed them. No, Asia 10 wrote some articles defending NewJeans. So I can't really say that, because Asia 10 hasn't done a whole bunch of articles trashing them. The problem is that NewJeans' parents are mad because they can't control the narrative in Korea. Because the media and the Korean public either don't care or have turned on them. Most of the time in Korea, people don't care. They over the NewJeans thing. It doesn't get as many, I'm just going to tell you as a content creator, it doesn't get as many clicks and views as it used to. People are sick of NewJeans. People want them to be gone. So with the Hani situation, somebody came and commented on my video. Well, I guess you can't, when you ain't got nothing to say about Hani, and you're just bitter over what? Let me get y'all bunnies together for a second. Let me get y'all together. First of all, if you on my channel, you know I don't care about girl groups. I don't. I like Blackpink. I like LE SSERAFIM. I like XG. It's nothing personal. I'm not a girl group fan. I've said this in my live streams. I don't do girl groups. I don't show a point in girl groups. Most of my videos are about BTS. If they're not about BTS, they're about boy groups. Girl groups are not my thing. I respect them. They're talented. Girl power. Whatever system, go with God. I have nothing against girl groups. I have nothing against NewJeans. Nothing personal for me. I'm grown. I'm an adult. I'm grown. I don't have parasocial relationships with groups. The only reason I report on NewJeans is because, number one, I'm a K-pop channel. It makes the news rounds. I'm going to report on it. If it makes enough news, I'm going to report on it. I don't report everything that NewJeans do. If it makes enough news, then I'll report on it. If it's interesting enough, then I'll report on it. That's it. It's nothing personal. NewJeans fans, they come and make it personal. I don't give a shit about girl groups. I don't. It's not my taste in music. I'm not gay. I'm very straight. It's like girl groups don't move the needle for me. Period. If y'all are like y'all in the girl groups, that's fine. But for some NewJeans fan to be like, honey got a passport. What do you think about that? I don't care. The only reason I report on NewJeans because number one, because it's in the media, and number two, because NewJeans is with Adore, and Adore is a subsidiary of Hive. And Hive is the group, Hive is the company that my group built. If NewJeans was with another, let's say they was with SM or YG, you would never even hear me mention them. I'd be like, yeah, something going on over there. I don't know. Some girl group got some out. The only way I care about these NewJeans broads is because of BTS. The day that NewJeans is out of Adore and out of Hive, I will be up here. I will bake a cake, honey. Because anytime you affecting my group, BTS, and their bag and their peace of mind and what they got going on, then we have a problem. But other than that, I don't care. If Adore would, if NewJeans would, or NJZ or whatever they want to be called, would leave Adore right now, and everything would be solved, you would never hear me say nothing about them. But no, NewJeans, y'all not messing up my group's bag. You're not messing up BTS's bag. BTS is here. NewJeans is way down here. Blackpink is here. NewJeans is way down here. Let me say it again for the people in the back. I like Blackpink. Blackpink and NewJeans are not even in the same stratosphere. Blackpink is here. NewJeans down here. BTS is here. Way up here. NewJeans is way down here. You see all this space in the middle? You see all this in the middle? All this in the middle. All of that in the middle is where I don't give a shit. That's the middle where I don't care. There's nothing for me to be bitter about what? Again, Minhee and NewJeans are just news. Minhee and NewJeans, if they had problems with Hive, I was willing to let it go. But when they trying to get the shaman on BTS, and she was dragging BTS, Minhee was dragging BTS, talking about they need to be out the way. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Then I'm like, wait, what was that again? You got a shaman and BTS need to be out the way. What you? Oh, hell no. I was like, oh, nah. Mercy said, some K-pop fans are just annoying. Some people were like, Baby Monster's better than BTS and Blackpink combined. That they did what BTS and Blackpink could not do in 1 year. You like, child, the proof is in the numbers. Baby Monster, as much as I like their style and respect them, Baby Monster is not on the level of Blackpink. Blackpink are doing world tours. Baby Monster has not. Baby Monster is not popular in the United States. If people think that, they're delusional. But they're young. They're just starting out. So anybody can, again, I said it before in my short, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again. But the drama and Hive is too much. It is too much. But I'm going to say it before, and I'm going to say it again. Out of all the groups on Billboard, on Spotify, there's only one group. There is only one group that has the top 7 singles, and that is BTS and their solos. That's it. In a discussion. Case, there's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to discuss. There's no discussion. The numbers speak for themselves. People can say this song did this song did that. Honey, the top 7 is BTS. The top downloads is belong to BTS. Mic drop. That's it. There's nothing else for me to say. The proof is in the numbers. People can try to spin a narrative and however they want to spin it. And then on top of that, let me just hit y'all with something else that y'all, BTS is not even, BTS is saving K-pop. K-pop is not saving BTS. Can I get an amen? Who is saving K-pop? Blackpink and BTS. Who is everybody waiting to come back? Blackpink and BTS. NewJeans ain't saving BTS. NewJeans ain't saving K-pop. Baby Monster. I like Stray Kids and 17 and TXT, and I respect all of those groups. But they are not saving K-pop. BTS doesn't need K-pop. BTS is above K-pop. BTS are international global stars. K-pop needs them to come back as soon as possible so they can make some money. They're like, please, BTS, come back so our stock prices will go back up. Please, BTS, come back. Please, we need you to hurry up and get out the military. Please, Blackpink. So there's no reason for me to hate on NewJeans. I would like go with God. I wish them nothing but success, but I want them gone out of a door and out of the sphere of BTS. If you are up here messing up BTS's bag and you causing grief and problems, you got to go. I don't care whether you TXT. I don't care if you unhyping. I don't care if you 17. I don't care if you Subin. I don't give a damn who you are. I'd be like, well, you got to go. If you're trying to mess up BTS's bag or peace of mind, I'm like, then we have problems. If you in YG, if you in Cube Entertainment, if you in JYP, if you in SM Entertainment, I don't give a damn what you do. If you in go, okay, y'all have fun with that over there. When you in Hive, I'm like, what? What happened? What? They in Hive, and then what happened with Hive? What? Who did Big Hit? What? Who? What? Then I'm interested. Other than that, I'm not really interested. It's not go off queen. I mean, there's no reason for me. People are bitter. What? I'm not. What? Y'all, NewJeans and Illit and Baby Monster are not my kind of music. Tick tock, tick tock, tick. No, I've said it before. If y'all like that, go right ahead. That's not my type of music. When I was a kid, I was listening to Missy Elliott and MC Lyte and Roxanne Shante. Like, I'm a hip hop girl. I could care less about the sweetest thing, you know. That's not my type of music. It wasn't my type of music in the 80s. I wasn't listening to Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, y'all. I mean, no, nothing against their talent, nothing against their beauty and their talent. Girl power, go girl. But I wasn't listening to that shit back then. I wasn't listening to the Spice Girls back in the day. I wasn't listening to that kind of music back then. That's what the kind of music that NewJeans and these other groups are offering. This light pop, R&B, hip hop flavor. I'm like, girl, okay, you know what? I'm like, oh, all right. Yep. I was listening to Missy. I'm a rap girl. I like Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. So there's nothing for me to be bitter about NewJeans about when it's not my flavor of music. All the little girl groups that are in that genre, I respect them, but it's not my kind of music. I don't do girl groups. I don't wish anything ill will about them. It's not that personal for me. If BTS would come and be like, we're starting our contract is up, we're starting our own label, then I'll be like, well, NewJeans, y'all have fun with that hype shit over there. I'm out. Like, then I don't care what goes on with Hive and the door. If BTS decide to leave and start their own label, I would follow them to their label. Again, the key factor is, if it ain't got nothing to do with BTS, I really don't give a shit. That's really what it boils down to. Then I'm like, oh, it ain't got nothing to do with BTS? All right. Like it didn't have nothing to do with BTS and their money or their popularity. Because again, BTS is way up here. Like we Army, we don't care really. But when that shit popped out, Minhee Jin and the Shaman, then you got the armies riled up. When she was on there talking noise about BTS and they need to stay gone, and they not really. I know what Minhee Jin was really trying to say. Between the lines, she was trying to keep BTS irrelevant and having NewJeans be the new thing and take their place. BTS will never be irrelevant, as much people hope that they would be irrelevant. They went on military hiatus and they still relevant. I know y'all haters hate it. I know y'all hate it so bad. I know y'all just sitting around like, damn. I like LE SSERAFIM. I just did a YouTube short about them. But their music, like their last album, like not the mini album that came out in August, but the one before that, when they were doing Easy, I like Easy. Smarter and Easy, and the Blackbeard song, Those are three of my favoriteest K-pop songs from a girl group. When they came out with this other mini album, I like that song Perot. Perot was a good song. And the girl song, that's okay. But it's really, the Seraphim gonna have to come up with something a little bit more hard hitting for me. I'm a hip hop girl. I said this before. I am a hip hop girl. When y'all see my long form videos, you are going to see that I am a hip hop girl. I'm a pop and locker. I'm a dancer. I am a hip hop girl. When I was younger, I listened to hip hop music. I like rap music. I like Tupac. I like Jay-Z. I like old school Run DMC. I am a hip hop girl. That's the kind of music I like. When I was younger, I was popping locking and I was, dancing and I was a hip hop dancing. That's what I did. I was a hip hop dancer. So that's my love of music. I'm about to do a video about the origins of K-pop dance. There's a video coming up I'm doing about the origins of K-pop and how K-pop came to be through soldiers going to South Korea, black soldiers, and how a hip hop club in Korea started hip hop in the 90s. It's not started hip hop, but started K-pop in the 90s. Because I like the history of K-pop. Now I know these NewJeans fans. My interest also in NewJeans is about the industry. Now I know y'all NewJeans fans. Y'all don't give a damn about the industry. I care about the industry. I find K-pop industry very unique and very interesting. What NewJeans are doing or Jay-Z is doing has a potential to tear down the industry. So no, I'm not gonna like them because I don't want anybody to tear down this industry that I actually like, that I love. Why would I want somebody to mess up the industry? One group is going to mess up the entire industry? Are you crazy? No group is worth that. BTS is not even worth as much as I love BTS. Do I believe that BTS should bring down all of K-pop because they're fighting? They may have a fight with their label and they want to leave their contract and they up and just like, you know what? Forget how things are done. We just want to leave our contract. We're gone. If BTS would pull the same things of NewJeans, I would feel exactly the same way. One group should not be able to upend an industry. One group should not be able to just blow off their contract and do whatever they want to do because they don't want to be there no more. Because their parents or mini gen or themselves have told themselves, or other people around them have told them that it's better if you go over here instead of over here. So like I tell people, when the money start drying up, y'all gonna see where it go. When the hits are gone and the money stop drying up, we're gonna see where this little experiment goes. Because like I said, money make people act funny. It's all fine and dandy now, so far that we see. Behind closed doors, I don't know. I've heard some grumbling, some rumors, but I don't know. But it's all fine and we're all cohesive and we're all like, yeah, NJZ, and we're gonna change our style. And okay, but are you gonna have a hit? Because as an artist, you're only really good as your last hit. And if NewJeans ain't producing no more money for Adore and they go out and produce music for another company and that song doesn't hit, then what? Then your fan base is going to die off. They're going to go somewhere else. If you're not producing music, if you're not keeping yourself relevant in the music industry, and I don't mean by releasing press conferences or doing Instagram posts, I mean releasing music. I mean doing performances, touring, stuff like that. You have to stay relevant in the industry. So my question is NewJeans going to stay relevant in the industry working for another label, whether it's Bana or whoever, or they want to go solo? That's fine, but you need resources. If they are really working for Bana, is Bana going to have enough resources to keep them afloat? It takes money to do tours, fly, living expenses, hair, makeup, photography. All of that costs money. If they're with a smaller label, then they're going to see what happens when you're with a smaller label. You don't get the Adore Hybe treatment. You don't get to be on the 16th floor and the nice dorms and the $5 million salary. Because that money dropped real quick. Like I said, it's all fun and games now. It's all like, yeah, yeah, girl power, liberation, and yeah, yeah, okay. We'll see how that goes when the money dry up. That's what I said in my last live stream. We'll see how that go when you ain't got no money. Because again, it's all unity until people start going broke. Till people's parents are like, how much money we getting? How much money we getting to play at this complex con? They can't be getting that much. They supposed to be the co-headliner. And then there's like what, five of them? They gotta split the money five ways. And then they got to stay at a hotel. I don't know if Complex Con is paying for their hotel, their accommodations, their food, their flight. I don't know if they're paying for all that. We don't know. But I'm just saying that all of that is expenses. And if they're not paying that, then they got to pay for their own hotels and accommodations and stuff like that. I mean, that money go quick. Money go quick. The more that they sit at home, their brand deals can only take them so far. The more that they sit at home and they're not performing music, they're not getting music out there, they're not getting streams, your revenue is drying up. The more NewJeans sit around and do nothing, every day is money. Every damn day that they sit at home, in a dorm, an apartment, wherever they at, it's money. Time is money, honey, especially in the industry. So if you are not putting money into it, it takes a lot of money to launch a group. And if you're starting all over with a new label, you're pretty much starting over with a new label. They are pretty much relaunching NewJeans as NJZ. And it costs millions, potentially millions, to launch a group. And even if they want to do international media, and that's fine, but international media don't know K-pop from a K-drama. International media don't have the knowledge of K-pop music. They don't care about K-pop music. They may report on it. They may interview them. They may secure some interviews. But NewJeans is not that popular internationally. They're just not. They're popular in Korea. They have fan bases, a semblance of popularity, but they're not at like the level of, other groups that's been around for a long time. So if they don't come out with some music that is going to rocket up the charts internationally, because in Korea, in my opinion, I don't know this for sure, I think that people are going to be looking, entities are going to be, I can't say people because that, not people, but entities are going to be looking to sabotage them. You think they're going to make it on the charts? NewJeans going to make it on the charts. The Korean music group already told them, nah, they'll stop them from selling in Korea because one group shouldn't be able to upend an industry. I don't care who you are. I don't care as much as I love BTS. Do I believe that changes need to be made in the K-pop industry? Yes, there's changes that have to be made from the trainee system all the way to the back end. But should one group who are not trying to change anything, they're trying to change for themselves, and I ain't mad at that. They're trying to make things better for themselves, and I get it. I'm not mad at that. But this is not. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And to me, this is not the way you go about things. So again, my unpopular opinion, like I said last week, I think these parents, because these parents are westernized parents, I think that their mindset is different than the Korean ones. And I think that their mindset, whether you think is good or bad, again, my opinion, I don't have any proof, but I think that these Western parents have let themselves either be bamboozled or they feel like this is a power play for them and that they can get away with this. But, like I said, but other than that, I don't have any ill will to them. I just want them out of a door and I want them away from Hive. That's it. If they want, I don't care what group that they want, what media company or PR firm they want to hire, or a lawyer, or whoever they want to hire. I don't give a shit. I just want them gone. I just like, gone now, gone. I just want them gone. I'm tired of hearing about NewJeans. I'm tired of reporting about NewJeans. I just want NewJeans to be gone away from BTS and stop distracting, them. And if they want to go and go be whatever agency they want to go be, then go. I mean, but they're gonna have to pay. I think that, like I said before, I don't care if NewJeans leaves or not, but I don't think they're just gonna leave and then not pay. And I think that this is going to be caught up in court for the next 2 years. This has been going on almost a year now. Like this has been going on since last year, since March of last year. This whole mini gen NewJeans thing has been going on. And then they have court cases coming up and injunctions coming up. This is not going to resolve itself anytime soon. So my point is, like, they still got to pay, court costs and lawyers and PR firms and all this stuff. Somebody's going to break. And my prediction is that somebody in this situation is going to break. One of them girls is sitting around with her parents going, you know what? This kind of sucks. We went from performing at studios and now we're at like a convention. Like, this is like us right back at the bottom. Starting from the bottom, now we here. Like, they back at the bottom again. I'm sure one of them, at least one of them is sitting around going, or their parents are sitting around going, you know what? Something's not right about this. At least one of them, I promise you, is sitting around going, okay, maybe we need to rethink this. Because it just happens. This happens all the time. This happened with 21. This happens with a lot of girl groups, male groups in Korea and in other countries. Like, even in America, there are so many groups that were out in the 80s and the 90s that just disintegrated. And they started fighting over contract disputes and money. And in the beginning, they were cohesive. They're like, all of us are going to do this. And then as time went on, one or two of them was like, wait, what? Hold on. What? Like, okay, wait a minute. I need money. My money is drying up. Like, okay, are we going to resolve this? We need to hurry up and resolve this. Like, what is happening? So there's always at least one or two that end up jumping ship or start to rethink things. And then they start infighting with each other. So I don't know if this may be going on behind the scenes right now, or it may go on later. But a lot of times, history tells us that when groups have contract disputes, groups do not last. In K-pop, out of K-pop. They just don't last. Male groups, female groups, they don't last. There's always some kind of fighting going on behind the scenes. There's always one or two that are just like, wait, maybe we shouldn't have done this. My money is drying up. I have parents, I have people relying on me for money. My family ain't got money like that. My family is working class. They're poor. I got to support my family. And now this money ain't coming in like it's supposed to be coming in. And then maybe a couple of y'all are like the face of this, because we always hear from Hani or Danielle, and then the other like two or three really don't say too much. They just kind of sit back, because Hani and Danielle, I think those are the ones that are not from Korea and they speak the most English. And then the other ones, they really don't say much. And I'm looking at the other ones like, y'all, they don't really say too much. And so you don't know what them other two or three might be thinking. Them other two or three may be sitting there going, yeah, we're going to provide a united front. But I promise you, at least one is thinking, perhaps we got over our head here. And this may not end well. Because again, I don't see how any person in their right mind can go from Adore to Bana. I don't understand that. Like, you're going from a huge label to a small one. Sing a song by Next. I don't know who Next is. I don't know who that is. I know BTS. I know TXT. Y'all should hear my ringtone. My ringtone is TXT right now. I think all of my ringtones have been BTS. But I don't know what's going to happen with NewJeans. I just want them gone. So it's nothing personal. There's no reason for me to get bitter. It just don't, fans don't come on my channel talking about, ooh, look at this happen. I don't care. I just want them out of BTS's hair. Do I know a Stray Kids song? I only know one barely, and I know Taste by Stray Kids, and that's it. Even though I'm going to their concert in June, I'm gonna go to Stray Kids concert, and I'll be up there like I'll be like this. I, just like I go to every cat. Like I said, I've been to 8 K-pop concerts. In Hypen, I know 2 songs by In Hypen. I know Fever and Bite Me. Matter of fact, I went to an In Hypen concert and I didn't know who they was until they started singing. You and me in this world, so come kiss me and bite me. I was like, I know this song. And my sister-in-law looked at me like, she like, girl, you finally figured out where we at. I was like, Gravity, I don't know any Gravity songs. Zykers, I don't know any Zykers song. I didn't know any Card songs, but I fell in love with Card. I didn't know any TXT songs until I saw TXT and fell in love with TXT. I didn't know any Epic High songs. ATs, I knew a few ATs songs, and I went to the concert, and I was like, oh, this is good. Oh, here's me. Here's me at the ATs concert. Oh, this is my jam. I've never heard this song before in my life, but it's my jam. That was me at an ATs concert. That's me at mostly every K-pop concert. Cause I like K-pop songs. I'm not a multi-stan like my trader's cat. If you watch my shorts, my cat was up there watching Big Bang and Blackpink. I know Blackpink. I know Hit You With It. I know several Blackpink songs. I can name Blackpink songs. Other than that, I'm be at that Stray Kids song like boom, chick, chick, boom. That's all I know. That's all I know. Yeah, and Hypen was a really, 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 really good concert, by the way. It was very, like, a lot of stage lights and the stage was moving. And I was like, it was like, you follow Stray Kids, TXT, and Hypen, Illit, Kickflip. I've tried Kickflip. It's not my music. I don't know who Next is. Who is Next? I got to look that up. I don't know who that is. TXT, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for TXT. I wouldn't be here today, y'all, if it wasn't TXT. TXT. I would have never discovered K-pop if it wasn't for my sister-in-law and TXT. My sister-in-law took me to a TXT concert in 2022, and I never listened to K-pop music, and I was so impressed by TXT that I went home that night. I went home, by the time we got home, it was midnight, and I downloaded every damn TXT song and watched every music video. I was so impressed by the music, and I love their music. And I said, you know what? I gotta look at this K-pop thing. And that's how I fell in love with K-pop. Because I went to a TXT concert and I was impressed. I was so impressed by them. And I fell in love with TXT. And so whenever somebody says something about TXT, it brings a smile to my face because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a channel. Oh, that's okay, Feifei from Brazil. It's okay. So yeah, I love TXT. So, but that's it, y'all. I'm trying to think, do I have anything else? I think I've talked about all my subjects today. It is hot here in my studio. I'm gonna put more pictures up. Y'all see my y'all see my Stray Kids back here. Just Stray Kids. Which one's Felix? Which one? This one right here in the middle. It's Felix. Did y'all know in K-pop they usually put the visual in the middle? Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. But they put the visual in the middle of the pictures. So whenever y'all go back and look at y'all group photos, you put your... Is this one Hyunjin? Is this one right here Hyunjin? Is that who that is? Yeah, that is. It's Felix, I think. I don't know the rest of them. There's so many. One of these is Hyunjin. One of these is, wait a minute, where's my man IN at? IN is my favorite. I don't know which one IN is, but IN is my favorite. Y'all know I put it in my post that I like IN. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. If you look at my posts, I have a bunch of quizzes and fun stuff. But I'm in love with IN because I like eyes. I like a nice cat, fox eye. But I think that one's IN. I can tell by the eyes. Your man Felix. Look at Felix with dark hair. I like him better with blonde hair. And I know it's a pain to keep up with that blonde hair. Is that who that is? Yeah. And then over here, I have the king of all K-pop. I have the king of all K-pop over here, which is Sugar. Sugar right here. Look at Sugar looking so cute. I gotta post more. I gotta print out more pictures of Sugar. It's my bias. Sugar. He looks so cute with his new haircut. Does he? I'm gonna do it. It's almost Sugar's birthday. Let me say this before I get off this live stream. It is almost Sugar's birthday. We got a couple more weeks to go. We got to see if Sugar's gonna say a message, and I am eagerly awaiting Sugar to post a picture or to say something on Weverse. Say something to us, Sugar, on Weverse, because Sugar, as you know, is my bias. My bias. I love Sugar. I plan to do a video about Sugar. I have not done a video about any of the BTS members because I was trying to wait for their birthdays, but I know a lot of their birthdays were at the end of the year and I missed it. I think J-Hope's birthday is coming up, right? I think J-Hope's birthday is on Tuesday. That's okay. That's okay, Faye. It's okay. It's okay, honey. J-Hope's birthday is on the 18th. I might be doing a J-Hope video. We'll see. We'll see. Man, y'all life be lifing, okay? I got a lot of stuff going on. But I will see while I do a video about J-Hope, probably on his birthday. I'm off tomorrow, so I have to start working on it the day before. When Yoongi on his birthday, I will do a whole day full of Yoongi. It'll be nothing but Yoongi on my. I will do a video about his life story. I will do a whole 9 yard about Yoongi. But J-Hope's birthday snuck up on me. Like, I didn't know it was his birthday until like last week, and I was like, oh my god, like panicked. Your bae is. You know what, girl? I'll share, girl. I don't mind sharing. I have so much Sugar fan fiction. It's scary. Okay, like I have so much fan, and it's fan fiction. I can't really post. I have to start a Patreon because I have a lot of fan fiction, and I can't really post it on my post. Like it's not YouTube friendly. It's not YouTube friendly. It's some of it is nice, and but then some of it is smutty. So I can't really post that on YouTube. But if y'all look at my posts, I try to put fun quizzes and little cutes and little cheeky things. Like I'll put like little cheeky things in there. Y'all know if y'all really knew the real me is really like flirty and dirty. The real me is flirty and dirty. Like, but I try to keep it together. I try to keep it PG 13 on my channel because I know I have a lot of young people on my channel that come here. I have a lot of under 18s that come on my channel because of K-pop. But if I had my Patreon, then I'd be able to let loose a lot more and really tell y'all what I really feel. But yes, on Sugar Day, it will be nothing but a sugar extravaganza all day. So y'all will just wait for it. But I don't know. That's my live stream. I have to cook. I have to get me something to eat. I've been gone all day. Like I said, I got to edit some videos. I went to Koreatown today. Oh, go see who I posted. Okay, I will, Natalie. I sure will. I have to go cook dinner for my kids and I have to eat. I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm tired. And I'm going to I got to edit some videos. I'm trying to, like I said, today we went to the Korean mall in the Koreatown and hung out. And I got plenty of video for that. I just have to edit the video and put it together and put music behind it and all that kind of stuff. But I'll work on that within the next week. Then I'll try to work on the J-Hope, put something together for J-Hope. But I appreciate everybody being here. Natalie, Cute, Ixon, Cxillin, Mercy. I can't pronounce that name, girl. Marlon, who is here. Anyway, Marlon is like my real friend, y'all. When y'all see Marlon on here, he is somebody that I really know. Like, it's not like, he's somebody in another country. He is somebody I really know. Like, I know. Like, he pop up here. I'm like, what are you doing? Shouldn't you be doing? Like, he's somebody I really know. My sister-in-law comes in here, but she don't ever say anything. But I love all of you. And you guys, thanks for being here. And until next week, y'all, like I said, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. And then until next time, y'all, I'm out of here. And y'all watch my videos. Get ready for this week. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm posting stuff every day, every day, every day. Y'all know I post stuff all day, every day. Don't ask me how I do it. I just do it. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Peace out. Smooth like butter. Criminal undercover.